Well, hello and how are you? Hey friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shen Briscoe, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, you know what? Today's Sunday, June the 27th, 2021. Got a happy birthday shout out going out to Kelly Young and Pete Mcelhaney. So without further ado, here's a birthday song for the two of you. I said, hey Pete, hey Kelly, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, I'ma say. You know you're 1 more year older today, so a happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey Kelly, hey Pete, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Wow, that's another trip around the sun that you made. Well, I hope you're enjoying your very special day, because, well, it's your happy birthday day today. Happy birthday to the two of you, Kelly and Pete. Hey, alright, well, alrighty then. I met Pete a while back at Station Casino, St. Charles. Was it Station? What is it called? I think it's called Station Casino. Anyway, years ago. And, boy, I tell you what, we became pretty good friends. So, anyway, I hope he's doing alright. I ain't heard from him in a little while. But, that's alright. I'm sure he'll say something back to me on this here post or whatever. Anyway, got that there taken care of. Birthday shout outs. Oh, and guess what? I got a Pokey pal. My Pokey pal gal is Amanda Sue Little. That's right, Amanda Sue Little. And Arieann Cook. Arieann Cook was my caregiver right here in my home household during the daytime. My morning home health care worker. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. And so, hey, thank you, Pokey Pals. There are my Pokey Pal gals right there, right there, right there. And let's see, that's about that. It looks like time for a weather forecast. Sounds like the rumbling and the thumbling is going on outside. Sounds like there's a thunderstorm a-brewing. Well, right now it's about 78 degrees out there, but we're going to bring the weather to you by Refreshing Word Fellowship Church. Refreshing Word Fellowship Church is located at 2054 Campus Drive, St. Charles, Missouri, 63301. That's right, Refreshing Word Fellowship Church is a small church with a great congregation, hoping that each and every one of you will feel friendly and invited. Yes, that's right, you are, each and every one of you, invited to Refreshing Word Fellowship Church, so that we can learn the gospel together. That's right out of the Bible. Fact to fact, face to face, book to book, page to page. Word for word, right out of the Bible. Yes, sir. And then we also have a little praise and worship. 11 a.m. is the time to be there, right? Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Then, of course, we got our prayer services. Prayer service. Yeah, prayer. An hour of power prayer on Wednesdays at 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. Feel free to welcome yourself and come on in. That's right. The door is 2054 Campus Drive. You'll see the big brown cross right between the two building sections, because we've got both 2052 and 2054. We're located right across from St. Andrew's Annex, which is right behind St. Andrew's Plaza, right across a Greener's Pub. That's us right there on the corner. All right, well, alrighty then. Here's that weather forecast with the rumbling and the grumbling of the weather. Thunderstorms this evening, followed by an occasional shower overnight. Low temperatures around 72 degrees Fahrenheit, with winds light and variable. Chances of rain 90%, and locally heavy rainfall is quite possible. This is quite scary, folks, because we got some flood warnings out there. We'll get right to that here in a short. Rain showers in the morning on Monday, June the 28th. Yep, that's right, rain showers in the morning with scattered thunderstorms arriving in the afternoon. High temperatures around 89 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 60%. Locally heavy rainfall is quite possible. Cloudy in the evening with scattered thunderstorms developing after midnight. Low temperatures around 73 degrees Fahrenheit with light and variable winds. Chances of rain 40%. And then for Tuesday, it's Scattered thunderstorms, highs near 90 degrees Fahrenheit. 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 40%. Yes, that's Tuesday, June the 29th, folks. Partly to mostly cloudy with scattered showers through and thunderstorms developing late at night. Low temperatures 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be light and variable. Chances of rain 40%. And then for Wednesday, June the 30th, scattered showers and thunderstorms. Highs near 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be light and variable. Chances of rain 60%. And then variable cloudiness with scattered thunderstorms. Lows around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be light and variable. Chances of rain 60%. And then for July the 1st, that's right, Thursday, July the 1st, scattered thunderstorms, highs around 82 degrees Fahrenheit with winds north to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 60%. And then a few clouds from time to time with low temperatures near 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be light and variable. Sounds like we're going to have some major water problems, folks. Finally, our final day of our 5-day forecast, Friday, July the 2nd. Partly cloudy skies, a stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Highs around 80 degrees Fahrenheit with winds north to northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies with lows at 62 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be north to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And that, my friends, concludes your 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. But I'm telling you, friends, it sounds like we are going to be in for some deep water. Right now, as I drove down around the riverfront a bit earlier today, the water is laughing at the shoreline. That's right. It's a bit out of the boat ramp area, all the way up to the, well, not quite to the fire plug yet, but it's getting there. It's not completely to the top of the boat ramp itself. So, up into the draw, you know, the draw where you pull up into the draw so that you can back your boat in. It's not all the way up to that curb up there yet, but it's getting there, folks. They do have the guards out, the barriers, so that you can't drive around that lower section due to the fact there is too much water in the area there. So, that's what I'm saying. Watch out for floods. Turn around, don't drown. Here's that river flood warnings. Here, I'll go ahead and read it to you. Avoid the subject event per the instructions. The St. Louis, Missouri United U.S. National Weather Service, St. Charles County. The flood warning is now in effect until early Saturday morning. That's right, the flood warning continues from the Missouri River at St. Charles until early Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Central Daylight Savings Time. Sunday, the stage was 28.2 feet. Flood stages is 25 feet. Minor flooding is occurring, and minor flooding is in the forecast. Recent activity, the maximum river stage is in the 24 hours ending at 10 o'clock a.m. Standard Central Daylight Savings Time was Sunday at 28.2 feet forecast. The river is expected to rise to a crest of 29.5 feet just after midnight tonight. It will then fall below flood stages Thursday evening. Impact at 30.7 feet. Near this height, the base of the Lewis and Clark boathouse will begin flooding. And so, my friends, you need to keep an eye out for that water to be coming up. Flash flooding, don't forget there's some flash flooding going on, because it seems like when it's raining, folks, it just rains and dumps. It don't even give it any time to seep into the ground. It just rains and dumps. So there you have it. I'm trying to get a little patriotic these days. Our country needs it. And so here's a quick song for you. Let me see what we can do with it. Yes, Lord knows our country does need something right now. So here we go. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. All right, today's reading for the kids. See, we're just buzzing right along, don't you know? Today's reading for the kids, though, is going to be something that we really need to have in this country. Is a little bit of something that the kids need to know. And right now, I'm going to read you the Constitution of the United States. Now, the preamble of the Constitution, it'll grab you right there from the start, and it says, "We the people," that's you and I, that's all of us, "of the United States of America, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America." This is correct. This is what it is. That's the preamble. I mean, doesn't that grab you? Don't you know that we, the people, that's you, that's I, that's everyone who has come to the United States legally. And we want to include you. We want to make you feel at home and welcome. We want you to understand that all the promises to every person in the United States is for each and every one of you to reach out and grab a hold of and work your hardest and strive to get it. So again, I'll read that preamble. "We the people of the United States of America, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our prosperity. Do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America." Now, Article 1, Section 1. All legislative powers herein guaranteed shall be vested in a Congress of the United States, which shall consist of a Senate and a House of Representatives. This is right. We need two. You can't get along with just one, because one won't quite cut it. You need two. You have to have two sections. One to establish something that they think would work, and two to make something work that the first thinks it will work, the second makes the tweaks to send it back to the first to see if they still think it'll work. And then they send it back to the second, and then it goes to the vetoes. That's right. Section 2. The House of Representatives shall be composed of members chosen every second year by the people of the several states. The electorals in each state shall have the qualifications required for electorals of the most numerous branch of the state's legislature. No person shall be represented who shall not have attained to the age of 25 years old and been 7 years a citizen of the United States, and who shall not, when elected, be an inhabitant of the United States in which he shall be chosen. Must be an inhabitant of the state he is chosen. Representatives and direct taxes shall be proportionated among the several states which may be included with this union according to their representatives' numbers, which shall be determined by adding to the whole number of the free persons, including those bound to service for a term of years and excluding Indians, not taxed, and 3/5 of the other persons. Now, the actual enumeration shall be made with 3 years after the first meeting of the Congress of the United States, and within every subsequent term of 2 years. 10 years. In such manner as they shall be by law be directed, the number of representatives shall not exceed 1 for every 30,000, but each state shall have at least 1 representative, and until such enumerations shall be made, the state of New Hampshire shall be entitled to choose 3, Massachusetts 8, Rhode Island and Providence plantations 1, Connecticut 5, New York 6, New Jersey 4, Pennsylvania 8, Delaware 1, Maryland 6, Virginia 10, North Carolina 5, and South Carolina 5, and Georgia 3. When vacancies happen in the representation from any state, the executive authority, therefore, shall issue writs of election to fill such vacancy. The House of Representatives shall choose their Speaker and other officers, and shall have the sole power of impeachment. How can you create a model House of Representatives in your class? Well, how does the Constitution treat slavery? Well, let's see. Section 3. The Senate of the United States shall be composed of 2 senators from each state, chosen by the legislature thereof for 6 years, and each senator shall have 1 vote. Immediately after the state shall be assembled in concurrence of the first election, they shall be divided as equally as may be into 3 classes. The seats of the Senate of the first class shall be vacated at the expiration of the second year. Of the second class, at the expiration of the 4th year, and of the 3rd class of the expiration of the 6th year, so that 1/3 may be chosen every 2nd year. And if vacancies happen by resignation or otherwise during the recess of the legislature of any state, the executive thereof may make temporary appointments until the next meeting of the legislation, which shall then fill such vacancies. No person shall be a senator who shall not have attained to the age of 30 years old, and been 9 years a citizen of the United States, and who shall not, when elected, be an inhabitant of that, who shall be an inhabitant of that state for which they shall be chosen. So there you have it. This is actually too difficult for you guys to understand, and this is not what I was going to read. Constitution of the United States, is that what I wanted to get into? I really don't think so. But I do want to get into the Bible, so what we're going to do is put a hold on that. Sorry kids, it was pretty boring for you tonight, and I'm hoping it wasn't too bad. I've got to figure something out and a way to go about changing things up, because we've got to get you guys learned up. You have to learn things that need to be learned before it's too late. Before it's too late. Because once you get to school, the schools right now have a tainted education system, and we don't need that. We don't need you only getting a tainted educational system. We need you to learn from the word go how the United States has built itself to be the nation that it is, well, that it was last year, prior to the COVID virus. Alright, okay. Today's Daily Bread portion of the program, that's what we're into. The Daily Bread portion of the program, which is going to be brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2021. The Bible with Briscoe 2021 is the daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's daily reading shall be Job 8 through 10 and Acts 8, 26 through 40. So don't forget to tune into the Bible with Briscoe 2021 for today's reading of the Bible. Okay, let's see. Daily Bread, Legacy of Kindness. A legacy of kindness. And today's scriptures for a legacy of kindness are Acts 9, 36 through 42. And so therefore, here we go. In Joppa, there was a disciple named Tabitha. In Greek, her name is Dorcas. Well, she was always doing good and helping the poor. About that time, she became sick and died, and her body was washed and placed in an upstairs room. Lydia was near Joppa, and so when the disciples heard that Peter was in Lydia, they sent 2 men to him and urged him, "Please come at once." Peter went with them, and when he arrived, he was taken upstairs to the room. All the widows stood around him, crying, and showing him the robes and other clothing that Dorcas had made while she was still with them. Peter sent them all out of the room. Then he got down on his knees, and he prayed. Turning toward the dead woman, he said, "Tabitha, get up." She opened her eyes, and seeing Peter, she sat up. He took her by the hand and helped her to her feet. And then he called for the believers, especially the widows, and presented her to them alive. This became known all over Joppa, and many people believed in the Lord. So there you have it. That was Acts 9, 36 through 42. which we won't get to today in the Bible with Briscoe 2021. The Bible with Briscoe 2021 is your sponsor for the Daily Bread portion of the program, and the Bible with Briscoe 2021 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Don't forget to tune into the Bible with Briscoe 2021 for your daily reading of the Bible. Alrighty, my friends. Hey, that looks like it for the Shen Show. This here's been Shenandoah Briscoe. Got one more song for you, and that goes, well, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends, goodbye. I said goodbye, my friends, goodbye. Alrighty, hey, that's it for the Shen Show. I have enjoyed being your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, and as always, you know, God loves you and so do I, so come back and see me tomorrow, cause, well, hey, I'll be here, and I hope that you are too.